I don't even need to say anything. You know who I am. You know what my name is. But I have to admit something to you. You know, anybody that knows me knows that I have been in this industry, at least on YouTube, since 2007. I have been a professional call wrestler since 2003. Yeah, I'm old school. But I'm just reaching my prime right now. And ever since 2003, hell, ever since I started here on YouTube, I have seen them all come and I have seen them all go. One way or another. But I have been the one constant in this industry. And yeah, you get all these people that use these different buzzwords. I've heard multiple buzzwords over the years. Buzzwords like destiny. Buzzwords like dynasty. Buzzwords like great. And that's fine and dandy. And yes, there have been some instances where those buzzwords were true. I look at Oseko and I see someone who is truly great. I look at Sakura and I see someone who is truly great. I could name multiple people in the DCA. And they are truly great. But let me ask a legitimate question. Who the hell is greater than the diamond in the rough, the platinum standard, God's gift to all of call wrestling? The great one, TGO. Who is greater than me? Ben Hopkins, the Call All-Star champion, thinks he's greater than the great one. And if somehow he makes it to the big 110 with his Call All-Stars championship, he will find out that the great one, TGO, is greater than him. Jamal Bedlam runs his mouth on Twitter thinking that he's somebody when he hasn't even had enough time in this industry to even pour a glass of milk. Well, in Call Champions League, the great one TGO will serve Jamal Bedlam with a little plate of truth known as reality. That he is not as great as the great one TGO. I'll even go to my own channel. A whole situation happened with that. But I guarantee you, Kilgore will still find out that he has, nor will he ever be, as great as the great one. And I can name a whole bunch of other superstars. I can name that poop-nosed Mason Chronic. I can name Dovachkin, or whatever the hell you want to call that wannabe Viking with the stupid-ass beard. Hell, I'll even go as far as name somebody, some arrogant piece of Canadian trash that makes me embarrassed to be from Canada by the name of Mikey Truth. I'll name anybody in all of call wrestling, in any call league. You are not as great as the great one. And then I hear the name Zach Stone. And Zach Stone has so much respect in this industry. Zach Stone is considered the best in the world by many call wrestling fans. Well, the great one TGO, the diamond in the rough, disagrees with that statement. There have been people online, offline, wherever you want to call it, in Discord, on Twitch, in the Twitterverse, on YouTube, hell, even on Daily Motion and Vimeo, saying that Zach Stone is the greatest call wrestler on the planet. I don't think that's true. In fact, I know in my heart of hearts that this is not true. So that's why at DCA Redline, I made the decision to let Zach Stone know that he is on my radar. That he is on the great one TGO's radar. And Zach Stone, if you got any balls, you will accept my official challenge to you. You think you're the best on the planet? You think you're the best call wrestler in all of YouTube? How about you go one-on-one with the great one? I am sick and tired of this entire call wrestling industry disrespecting their godfather in TGO. None of you pieces of trash would be here if it wasn't for me. Let me give you a little history lesson. Yes, okay, no DQCAW made it cool to have a call league. SMF made it cool to have ridiculous shit happen in call leagues all over the place. It made it fun. It made it watchable. But then what happened? Two companies came to rise in 2007. The Dynasty Wrestling franchise and Extreme Call Wrestling, who debuted in the DWF as its world champion, defending the championship on the debut show in 2007. That was the great one, TGO, who went on to become ECW YouTube champion, and the only reason he doesn't have that championship is because they had to hit me with a damn car. It was the great one, TGO, who has gone on to multiple call leagues, who went on to AWF, who went on to Full Throttle Wrestling, who went on to WWA, who went on everywhere. The great one, TGO. Call Champions League National Champion. 10-time DWF World Heavyweight Champion. And you bet your ass TGO wants number 11. And the scariest part of this whole thing, the scariest part of the lore of the great one TGO, is that I am just getting started. I will become All-Stars champion for Call All-Stars. And I will be better than Brandon Wolf. I've already proven I'm better than AJ Young. I will be better than Ben Hopkins. I will be better than every last one of them when I become Call All-Stars champion. And then they will all respect me out there. But to prove a point, I decided to join one of the top call leagues in the industry today, Destiny Championship Alliance, for 2 reasons. Number 1, that is to beat Zach Stone in his territory and let the world know that the great one will never lose to a punk like Zach Stone. That the great one TGO is better than Zach Stone. And then after that, more than anything, I will become not only DCA champion, but I will become the greatest DCA champion this company has ever had. Come on, you're talking to the great one, baby. You're talking to the diamond in the rough. You're talking to the platinum standard. You're talking to God's gift to all of Call Wrestling. So Zach Stone, I hope you're ready. Because no one can handle the Great One. TGOs.